Hello and welcome back to Everybody Loves Raiken, our 5th edition live that meets on Tuesday nights. We actually met last week. The party actually had a lot of discussion going on. A good deal of the playtime last time was spent debating how to exact magical vengeance on someone who had seemingly betrayed the party. Which was entertaining. As for things that got done, it happened at the end of the episode, but it was a retro thing that should have happened at the beginning. Vendar got his green dragon poison from Laramentis. Laramentis and Jebel investigated the Mages Guild, found stuff there, determined that Coffers had taken off, and began, that is when he went back to the Magnificent Mansion and determined that the extent of Coffers' betrayal included modifying documents, and apparently modifying documents is where Laramentis draws the line of being nice anymore.
I have a few morals, but I stick to them.
So he worked on ways to harm this man for what he had done while the rest of the party finished their long rest. Everybody got their long rest, woke up in the morning, and we pick up there as a bunch of them had gone off to do normal things. The rest of the army is not expected to rise till later today, given that they were allowed to party hard the previous night, and this day has been accepted as a wash for training. The last to rise was Jebel, because of having to stay up quite late to help Laramentis with his stuff, and having to restart his long rest. So I think the people who are actively engaged in stuff are Jebel and Vendar, who are each preparing their various concoctions, and Laramentis, who you were determining how you were going to figure out what had been changed, and you had pretty much landed on using the historical lens in the same room where you've used it twice already. Once.
It's just a very purple room. I don't know why everyone thinks it's weird, but there's a purple wall there forever.
I think this is the third time you're using the historical lens on this one room in this inn.
Yeah.
But only the second time you're doing it while the wall is intact. Right. So I think that kinda covers it. People were got breakfast and were just sort of like getting about their day. Again, they don't need to train the army today per se, so it was personal pursuits thing. So I want to devote a few minutes to any specification therein, find out what Vendar's making, what Jebel's making, and give them, an idea of what that'll entail. And if Laramentis is including anybody, or what is going on there. And then I think I've got some other activities planned. So let's begin there. Jebel. You made quite a lot of antidote to treat basic generic poisoning last night. Today, are you going to continue that? I will actually say that because Vendar has acquired a sample of green dragon venom poison, you might be able to create a specific prophylaxis for it.
I would also like to request Jebel's help in making some potions of speed so that it can...
You were going to do the speed bombs.
Yeah, so some potions of haste.
the gotta go fast clouds.
Yeah.
Okay. That can be done.
Alright, then you will work on the potions of haste cloud bombs with Vendar. Did you also want to work on the prophylaxis, split your time?
Yeah. Like,
Dude has a bunch of green dragon poison. He took out the whole venom sac.
yeah, I think it's not a bad idea to have some generalized potions for curing poison. And then if you're probably going to have people who are going to be specifically fighting green dragons.
You can at least keep some for us.
Yeah.
We're going to be in the midst of that.
Alright, so you two will work on that. You've got all day, and for the moment there aren't any interruptions, so I'm going to say you're able to focus on that, and I don't think we need rolls. We trust that, especially with the two of you working together, you're very competent. You've done stuff like this, and your experimentation is good. You've had a lot of practice doing that, so you know better how to portion things out so as not to lose as much, but, know that you're going to lose a little while you figure it out. I think we're good on that, yeah?
That sounds good to me.
Okay. So you begin working on that. Other people had gone to breakfast and like, but Lara Mendes, you were feeling a little, I'm not sure how to describe it.
Look, just because I, the player, have been coming up with many, many ways to emotionally and physically torment someone with extremely powerful magic, doesn't mean that Lara Mendes is going to do them.
I can't read those
Probably
text
thought of them.
messages without crying, Sam.
I do think that Lara Mendes is going to, I think most specifically at Yukikaze, but to everyone in general. With Thess missing, his duties in the army will need to be seen to. I think we should probably be speaking with Thandros about his...
Desertion.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for.
Wait. I don't know if it's because I'm half awake
Could be.
or... I remember we were discussing about him.
Yep.
But did we actually fully come to the conclusion? I forgot.
Well, you have fully come to the conclusion that he is not here.
Yes.
The exact means and reasons have not been determined.
That's what I thought.
A lot of hypotheses exist. But the fact that he is not here does constitute desertion, regardless of his intents. And I tell you this very specifically because your character knows this.
Was he supposed to, auto routine, was he supposed to report into me already and he hasn't?
He was supposed to meet with one of your lieutenants general and ran off, and your lieutenant general told you that he ran off with very important documents and left behind altered documents which would negatively impact the function of the army.
Okay, because I remember that in the story we did, or what was last session, but I didn't know if it was actually conveyed to me, that portion. Okay.
We're going to say that because you've had the morning here, and he's been obsessing about this for like the last 8 hours, yes.
Oh yeah, because people are messing with documents. Lara Mendes doesn't like inaccuracy.
It's just that low level muttering that's like emanating over the bond in ways that it shouldn't be.
Is that static on the bond? What is that?
Has it turned off, but it can't help it still getting through.
Alright, so back to the
box grind.
last thing you said, Lara Mendes. What was it again? The thing you just said.
I believe that we should speak with Thandros about Thess's desertion, because at the very least, his duties need to be seen to. He was highly involved in the modified plan to move the army, and
And
how we'd be able to get people through the demi-plane.
And Thanos also is a huge intricate part. He'd also be able to put his input on what we should do with filling in his stuff. Okay. Yes, please. Do you wish me to mention something to him about it, or would you like to learn it because you were directly involved with it?
I have had very few direct dealings with Fandros.
Okay.
I can speak to him if you would like me to.
No, I can. I just wanted to make sure if that's something you'd like to do, or if you want me to do it. Because, other than just standing in the army, we're all equals in our group, so I could demand or yeah. Anyways.
I would like to focus on determining the inaccuracies in these documents.
So you still have stuff you got to do. All right, then I will take care of talking to him about it then.
I think we should send Kubriel after him.
After Thess?
Yeah, she's an angel. Go fly and terrify him.
We don't know where he is at the moment.
The angel ripples her 6 wings in the, over in the corner of the room. My token disappeared again. I'll find it.
How very cat-like.
You just sort of, you see her eye tracking around before her head moves, and she just says, "This is within my power. I can bring him to justice."
She says she's totally down to dispense justice.
Wait, what? Why?
I hadn't considered that avenue.
Oh, you said
the
that.
First thing that came to my mind.
No, it would be very handy, but I don't think we want to ask that of Kubriel right now.
She just got here. I think she wants something to do.
Yes, but if I'm going to have Kubriel do something, it's going to be in detail, because we don't necessarily want him completely instantly smote if we need questioning done, because Kubriel is, probably very powerful and would probably mangle him.
Questioning a corpse does have difficulties associated with it.
Yes.
True, it's easier to question a live person, but we can question a corpse.
And the simplest spells for doing so are influenced by the deceased's opinions of those casting the spell.
Oh.
So, I appreciate Kubriel's willingness to help, but no.
Don't worry, nothing bland, Kubriel.
You should make a plan and include me in it. I have 2 swords.
I mean, that is a lot of swords.
Not for me, it isn't.
Wait, how many swords can you have?
I mean, I can have more than 2 arms if I please.
What?
Can't you?
Holy crap, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty
You
awesome.
can wield multiple claymores.
You can't hear her.
I was careful. I didn't respond to him that time, because even if he had some way of knowing what she said, she didn't know what he said.
She's not near me.
I imagine you're up cooking with Jebel. She's down.
Yeah, I'd be in
you're
even with my incredibly hearing, I can't hear.
Not in another dimension.
That would be scary.
You're doing your Breaking Bad.
I'm omniscient.
Brother, if you get me a body back, I can go find him. He was a friend of mine.
Wait, what isn't he freaking in the goddamn mansion?
I have no idea where I am, brother.
Oh my god.
So, I mean, that's a reasonable question. He would have been ejected when the mansion ended. So
Whee!
I think that if nobody else, like if Raiken didn't go and grab him, Laramentus would have like hopped him back into the mansion and told the servants to put him back in the same storage area.
Put him back in his hole.
Look, my point stands, brother. Just like those wine
I'm not
bottles.
listening to you.
You should listen to me, though. My ideas are good.
No, your ideas got you where you are in the first place.
One idea got me there, brother. The rest were fine, probably. I thought so.
Well, then...
Actually,
why don't
ask
you-
Bahamut.
I'd like to ask this, but he's gone.
I can find him.
How?
I know the man. Get me a body.
Not getting you a body.
Why
I'm
not?
putting you in
We're
somebody's
blood! I'd get you a body. I'd make it a good one, too.
I don't know about that.
I'd make it like a very strong halfling.
See, that already not wanting to do it. Only a halfling. Come on.
Took him in the semi-lair.
Nope, you're just gonna stay right there where you are.
I don't know where I am.
Good. It's probably for the best.
Why am I not with you?
Well, because we thought that you would be quiet once I was with you.
And how well
But
did
apparently
that work
that's not the case.
Ooh.
It did not work out very
Look,
well.
so what you're telling me is that I had a bad idea, and also you had a bad idea. We're even.
I mean, technically, Laramentus had the idea.
Well, he's supposed to be the smart one, isn't he?
I know. I'm really worried about him.
I could check on him, if only I had a body.
No.
Please.
No.
Look, just tell me you'll think about it.
I'll even know how to put you in the bomb.
I'm sure you'll find a way. You have a smart person with you.
Supposedly.
Usually.
More than half the time,
That's pretty good.
I think.
Probably still good.
Well, enjoy your nap. Right, he goes back to eating his delicious, meaty breakfast.
Out of curiosity, was any of that said out loud?
No, that was all between him and
So you were just thinking it.
yep.
Might it have ended up on the bond?
Roll an intelligence check.
Roll an intelligence to see if he remembers to turn off.
No,
the
to see like how well you can like partition telepathy.
Oh yeah, to see if you subconsciously kept it in your mind.
What's the state of your mind, Palace?
I'm in it, so
If it's just an intelligence check, then it's a 17.
Wow. All right. You
Better than I thought you were
managed
gonna
to
get.
keep this between you and your brother.
Must have rolled high.
The one time he rolls high.
I
grabbed
rolled an 18.
18.
I'm a minus 1 in intelligence.
That's what I thought.
Amazing.
Yeah, Raiken likes to amaze. Sometimes in good ways, more often than not in bad ways.
So all of you simply noticed that, like, Raiken was contributing here and there to this plot and plan. And then he goes silent for a while, which at first isn't really noticeable, because he wasn't, like, constantly talking anyway. But specifically, Yukikaze, you notice these face journey he's going on in the seat next to you. He looks like he's having many thoughts that are giving him many feelings. Consternation, constipation, it runs the gamut, all the C words. But he's not saying anything.
Are you okay, Raiken? You doing something funny over there?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just all this food is, there's lots of different flavors and all that.
Roll deception. And you can say roll insight.
That's a 21.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus! The hell are you?
This is rolling 18, 18, 18, 18.
Yep.
Are you like having like a little...
I'm wasting all my good
these rolls when you're not hiding stuff from us.
I'm wasting all my good rolls.
No, see, this is not super important, like crazy important. So he's rolling great. When it comes to like life and death, he's gonna roll terrible.
3 days of dead brother and 1 day of Angel Kubriel, and he is bullshit master Raiken.
Yeah, right. Wait, I was insight. Do I have anything? Insight negative. Okay. Let's see.
If you were me, you'd have +7.
+7's pretty good.
Oh wait, no. If he rolled a 21, I have no pluses. I can't roll higher than him. Never mind.
Wrecked. All right, yeah, you blow this lie right past him.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess I'll just continue eating.
Yep. It only looks a little suspicious when you start eating again.
I'll just shrug. You see Yukikaze after he asks that question, Raiken says he's fine. I'll just shrug and go back to what I was doing.
I feel like
it's all this food. There's just too much food. Yeah, too much food.
I feel like all his time, this whole time spent with Bendar, has rubbed off on him a little bit.
Gross.
Just slightly.
Still gross.
Learned a little bit about lying.
Yep.
Amazing. I never know where our conversations in these sessions are going to go, and I'm never disappointed, honestly. All right. God help me.
So if we're not sending Kubriel after Fess, then our options are to attempt to find ways to observe him, while noting that there are people around him who are capable of detecting magic and dispelling a scrying sensor. So they will likely be cautious, considering Fess is fairly well aware of perhaps not what exactly we can do, but the level of power that we can wield.
Wait, real quick. Sorry to interrupt you, Lambendus. We can't really find him. Would Kubriel be able to locate him without engaging and come back to us? Right?
I believe that's a question for Raiken.
Oh.
Is Kubriel able to easily find him without engaging or getting close enough to where he can sense her? Or whoever's with her? Or him, I should say? Like, I figure maybe Kubriel is pretty strong to where Kubriel could easily locate but not get near.
I mean, I will point out that Rowan offered this exact service in the last session I was in.
Yeah, but they don't like Rowan.
Oh wait, I legitly missed or forgot that part or missed it. Not like not as a Yukikaze, but as an idiot player. Then he's write more notes.
I thought Rowan was talking about looking for him at the camp, and we found out that he isn't at the camp. But we have no way of knowing.
I mean, the general idea was tracking him
the...
down in general, whether that was in the camp or wherever.
I mean, we have we would need to, if we were to send Rowan to find him, we would need to narrow down things a little bit more than literally anywhere. If he has any chance of finding him, which we can narrow down with communes.
Well, it depends on if Rowan has any really good tracking skills, though.
Sorry,
the other question.
Oh, go ahead.
To what end would we track him? If we want to bring him to us, I can do that tomorrow.
Yeah, but if we bring him to us versus going to where he is, wouldn't that also not tell us who he's with? Because we're pulling him away from whoever he's with, unless we're just going to interrogate him.
Okay. If we want to go to him, I can do that tomorrow. Gate opens up a portal, which stays open as long as the caster wants it to be open, up to a minute. It pulls the person through, but we can open it, bring him back through where he is, and then close it, and then we will be there.
Well, what's everyone think about that?
Let me check something.
It sounds like a decent idea to me. We would catch him and whoever he's conspiring with.
Now, Larmendus, is there any way for you not to be able to cast that? Like, say, because you said they stopped your scrying or looking at, or whatever you did to spy on them. Would that also mean they had the ability to stop the gate from opening?
They would need to be extremely paranoid and very prepared to stop gate from. They would need to dispel the spell as soon as it opened, which means there needs to be a mage capable of dispelling a 9th level spell.
Okay, so it's not
preparing to dispel a spell.
So
at whatever time we're doing it's possible.
So you're just saying that's fine. So it's an obvious answer of not your regular Joe Schmo is going to be able to do it, or even anyone relatively powerful. It has to be ungodly powerful, though. Okay.
The other thing that could prevent it from happening is if he is within a private sanctum that is blocking interplanar travel,
or or an anti-magic field.
But we could land just outside.
Private sanctum is much more likely than an anti-magic zone.
If they're in a private sanctum, wouldn't the gate put us just outside of it?
No, because the spell targets him. The way that gate functions is it pulls the target through the gate. So if there is no interplanar travel allowed per the private sanctum, the gate can't happen.
Okay.
So the spell would just fail, right?
But we can use a commune to see if he's within a private sanctum preventing interplanar travel, or if he's within an anti-magic zone.
Would that be a waste? Just cast the gate and see if it goes off, or would that alarm?
Gate is a 9th level spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better to use a lower level spell to determine if it's worth using the 9th level.
It does seem worth using a ritual to avoid a 9th level spell, if possible.
My knowledge of magic is growing slowly. So, okay, and you feel that's the best course of action for yourself and everyone?
If we want to go to him as soon as possible, that's probably the best way to do it.
I would want to get this taken care of in the time frame before we're getting close to when we have to leave. So the sooner the better. Because I'd rather deal with this now before it's the day of us leaving to leave to the meetup.
If only we had known that he was going to betray us, we could have had the gate prepared beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's true.
So, alright.
This will use up an 8th and 9th level spell slot on my part to... Actually, we can do it from the mansion, which means it wouldn't need to use the demiplane.
So I'm just saying this will, we need to do it sooner so you have time to rest so we can save, so we're prepared for our trip.
I mean, the soonest we can do it is tomorrow, because I don't have the spell prepared.
That's okay. We'll talk to Thandros and get things situated here before we go off and go after him, and we'll let him know that that's what we're doing.
Ideally, that won't take very long.
Yes, but at least we can get things situated in case we're pulled away for too long. You know what I mean? No one's like, well, where are the lieutenants? Where is everyone? You know, we can get things situated before we leave tomorrow to go deal with this. But, alright. Sounds good on my end for that. I'm going to continue eating breakfast and then go do some light exercises.
Alrighty. Leah, you've been quiet. Have you got anything to contribute to this?
No, not really.
Alright. Again, like the rest of the army, the Black Rose is probably sleeping in. But I don't know if maybe you don't want them to. Or people.
I don't know. I can't think of anything. I mean, well, basically all of, like the spy network that Black Rose is supposed to be isn't really formed yet because most of them are here, not all out and about spying.
Right, but these are the ones you're training to be the first generation.
Yeah.
So, all I'm saying is I don't know if you want to let them sleep in from the party, or if you want to get them up and start them working on things because they shouldn't get used to partying.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that. Okay, yeah, I thought it meant like still during the night.
Oh,
okay,
no.
no, I would absolutely, I would wake them up.
Okay, alright. Then that is what you're off doing. None of them are particularly pleased to be roused. Like,
well, it sucks. The world isn't that easy.
yeah. Like, there's a lot of, like, moaning and groaning. Like, one of them is okay. Leah did not drink the previous night. Does she partake, really, ever?
She didn't this night.
Okay.
She was busy like entertaining, and she also thinks that getting wasted, while being, an influence of a person isn't really that smart. So she wanted to stay sane.
That's a good call on her part. These people did not follow that. They're very clearly, like, a couple of them are hungover. But you work with them. It is difficult. So that will carry you, this conversation and these things that people are doing, that's going to carry you out to mid-morning-ish. The sun is rising high, the steam is, the fog, rather, is burning off the edges of the island. And that's when, Yukikaze... Too many windows. Yukikaze, you went out to, train... Let's see. Is this sun high enough? Yeah, that sun's high enough. You had gone to exercise. Most of the soldiers, not all, most of the soldiers are still kind of, like, sleeping in, slowly kind of getting around. It's very late for them. When a low-ranking officer, corporal, is going to run up to you, kind of out of breath, and he seems to be coming from one of the shores. He's going to say, General, we have a problem on the northern shore. Monsters from the sea.
Like a horde?
A punch! The soldiers have engaged!
I will say, I will immediately. Guys, we have an issue of monsters on. What shore did you say again?
Northern.
On the northern shore. Finish up what you're doing and head there. It's like, alright, I'll tell the soldier, take me there.
Okay, he's gonna take you there. Had you gotten, like, fully suited up before going out to do that, or were you doing your exercises without your armor?
No, I was exercising with armor because that way it keeps me used to it.
Okay. Then you have what you need. The soldier is going to lead you away. It's going to take you a little bit to get there. Put it out here. Where's going to be a little handful of soldiers? Where are my soldiers at? Yeah, that'll do. Grabbing all the spellcasters, I guess.
Laramentis can get places real fast because he can move, dash, and Misty Step
Yeah.
all in a single turn.
That is very fast.
Once I get there, Tristan,
Bayuki.
I'm going to assess the battlefield, try to do a quick count in my head of how many mobs I'm seeing, and a quick count of how many variety there are.
Well,
The largest one, before I engage, I do want to get... I do want to use... Well, actually, if I can do it for like 1 or 2 monsters, depending on how much time you'll give me when we get there.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be up to you.
Where is it? No. Where's that skill? Oh, know your enemy.
Yep.
If I spend a minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat, I can learn information about the combat. I will want to grab. I mainly want armor classes of some of these monsters I'm seeing.
Oh, here we go.
So I'll try to a couple of the biggest monsters, eyeballing them, getting the idea of their armor class. However, I'll go from the biggest enemy to the smallest for about 1 minute. So if I have like 2 minutes, I can grab 2 of the biggest enemies, or if I have only 1 minute to grab 1, that'd be fine. Just whatever.
Okay. I mean, you can do what you please, and the reason I say that is I will remind you that 1 minute is 10 rounds of combat. And you've got a small squad of soldiers who are fighting them.
Would I be able to get an idea of any of that as I am moving, like, or is it like right?
Yeah, I mean, you can get an idea of it. It's just spending a minute is risking lives.
Well, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I'm just like saying, like, my thought is, can I use this skill as I'm getting there, so that I'm not like wasting time and all. That's why I'm asking how much time I'd get out of it, because I don't want to give so many rounds to soldiers getting, like you said, dead before I get up there.
Yeah,
like,
I think that you'll get 1 minute.
Alright, well then, yeah, give me the armor class of the biggest creature.
Alright,
So I will say, it's not the armor class, it's if it's higher, lower, or equal to yours.
Mine, yeah, but still, that lets me know.
Tell me,
but
yours
just
is
for Tristan.
what, 20?
24.
24. Yeah, the biggest creature, there seems to be 2 of them. They're still close to the water, and letting the smaller ones move up and engage. They have lower AC than yours.
Okay, that's good. Nothing outrageously crazy strong then. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
Well, everything that I have is going to be higher than them because I have
24 is pretty high.
Yeah.
Well, no, their health with their
This is like 10 more guys than I thought I was selecting when I did a drag select.
Is it more common for a mob to have more HP than armor class than a player?
Most
typically have-
monsters will have more HP than you.
More
Okay.
HP, yes, but less AC in general.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I already asked what I asked, so that's all I get. I like to be fair about that kind of stuff.
Alright. Apparently there were a bunch of stacked ones that I couldn't tell. Anyway, it doesn't look like it's going great for your soldiers. Again, these are like the most awake people at the time, but they still kind of partied. They were doing a patrol, and they're not necessarily outnumbered, but they're a little outclassed.
There's some more stacked here.
So I assume we were told over the bond that this was happening, right?
Yes, he
Yeah,
was able
I
to get, so
said-
if you will move immediately, you will be very close behind him.
I said as soon as the soldier told me, I said, finish up what you're doing, head out.
Yeah, I get everything in a state that I can leave.
Yeah, as quick as possible, and then rush
I
out.
think Laramendus would as well, and you would probably hear him say over the bond, "This will be an interesting time to test those items." And then I guess everyone who sees Laramendus sees him like with a staff that is new and like putting a ring on.
Mine. Hasn't even told anybody else what they do.
I mean, I completely forgot about it because of the other conversation that was happening, so I guess this is how it's gonna happen.
It's awesome. It's great. Love it.
Where'd
And
you get
once
these new items?
Cyrus would be clear of not breaking buildings or tents, flying over as a dragon.
Okay. So the dragon and Laramendus, based on their like movement abilities, are probably going to get there before anybody else. So I guess the question is, are you going to fly a circle pattern and observe while the others catch up, or are you just going to like immediately crash into the middle and do something about it?
I am also.
I would probably crash into the middle.
Okay, I'm
I want to try
not
and protect the soldiers we have.
right.
Or at the very least, be providing Dragon Breath fire support.
All right.
Well, before I still get my with my know my enemy, I got that part, but I also said that I wanted to try to get a quick count. Was I able to get that, Tristan?
Yep, there's 8 of them.
There's 8 of them. All right, so I'll say over the bond, real quick. There, we got 8 hostiles, and then that's it. That's all I wanted to make sure I communicated that. And I'll proceed. Well, no, I'll let you finish doing what you want, or with Cyrus, real quick.
I mean, him deciding that is going to color things.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like I don't know what he's gonna do, and it's gonna happen, and then I'll be saying what I'm gonna do.
If purging in disrupts the flow of things too much, I'm happy to just be breathing down fire from above or something.
I mean, doing anything kind of means that you enter combat, and then I have to have them be doing rounds of movement to catch up with you. So you'd be alone.
I just say that I will be wild shaping.
Uh-huh.
So I'll be transforming into something that'll get myself and Vendar out of the mansion quickly, out of the inn quickly, and towards the battle very quick.
I can think of one that would
Like
get you
elemental for
out.
the fastest thing.
The Quetzal is the fastest thing.
Oh,
Now, I do have my workers' boots. My workers' boots give me an extra 15 movement speed for each thing, and I can dash twice, so I can move
Yeah.
135 per round.
Vendar can absolutely get faster than me unless I start spending dimension doors.
Yeah. If I turn into an air elemental
Yeah.
and carry him, I can dash for 180 feet around.
180 feet around? Okay. They're pretty quick. Let's, alright, sorry. I need to pull up like 8 different windows at once here.
Alright,
Ship
well,
is actually faster than I am.
Yeah. I think it's starting to look that way. Adult gold.
Only by about 20 feet around, though.
80-foot fly, 160 around.
That is fucking fast.
Yeah.
Sounds like everybody
monk
in
and
this party
3-5.
did pretty well.
Yeah, everybody is doing pretty well. Oopsie.
It's like with 3 Misty Steps, Laraminus can at least do 90 with being able to cut out obstacles. At least some of them.
Thought I looked at it recently, so I'm trying to just grab the speed of the Quetzal. Because I thought they were...
60 feet.
Really?
Yeah, I just looked at it there.
Fly 60. Okay. Guess I wanted to keep it sane. Alright, fine. So, yeah.
Within the same realm as most other...
But the air elemental, like we said, lets you carry Vendar. That'll be only somewhat disruptive and weird as that flies through the inn.
And Vendar in the middle just spinning around.
That poor Dragonborn. Okay.
Vomit fire everywhere when I get there.
Leah, what's your move speed per round?
30, I think. Let me see. Oh.
You're going 60 if you're dashing. A perfectly
Yeah.
normal speed.
Yeah, normal speed, 30 normal, 60 while dashing.
But see, that means the Quetzal's still doing 120 a round of just movement.
Yeah.
It's
Which is pretty good.
Pretty fat. Yeah, it's a fast little creature. Okay, so you're doing 60. So we're gonna put you here-ish for now. Make you the starting point. Jeb, morph to an air elemental. Grab him. You're doing 180, so we're gonna say that you're able to get there first. So we'll drop you here. Where's my Cyrus token? I don't know where he's going. Oh, I remember I killed it. I killed him. I had to.
Roll a new character.
Like, it wasn't you, it was the bed.
Alright, I guess I'll play a cleric then, get some 9th level healing spells ready.
Start at level 1.
Honestly, I never talked about you coming back, so I guess technically you're not back yet. Now you're gonna be back. What's funny? What would be a funny way to do this? I kind of am imagining, like, Laraminus, like, you've grabbed these items, you've, dashed out the door, and you're combining dash and Misty Step. And so it's run, teleport. And I think what's going to happen is, as you're completing a teleport, as you materialize at the other end, Cyrus is going to materialize, like, directly in front of you in a sitting position. You're going to just topple over him and go ass over tea kettle.
Fun.
So he's with you.
After a teleport, just so I can't teleport upright and everything.
Gotta get up, run, teleport again. He just seems, it's as if you dimension doored, but you forgot you brought this friend with you. You just seem to appear with you as you teleported. And you
when I'm carrying Vendar, I will telepath to him and ask him where he wants me to drop him before we get there, because I imagine he might not want to be.
I'd want to be a little further back.
Yeah.
Say maybe 20 feet back.
I'm gonna put you two over here. We're gonna grab Vendar, drop him over here. Now I need... Whee! Yuki Kiloze.
I'm gonna be engaging my wings.
Yeah.
And quickly vault, or not, like, just jump off the ground. I don't need to go super high. I just want to get a better sight to see the extent of the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
because I want to. Because being with all the training I've done with the army, I should have an idea of what platoons or what groups of soldiers are out here, and make sure if I see any weakness in them, I want to direct them to cluster up and not be too spread out. Not really like cluster, but be working appropriately with each other.
Okay.
And
you've got a fly speed of 40, right?
My speed is 30 on foot. I think the wings only keep my current movement.
I thought
they
were a fly speed of 40.
I don't remember. I don't think it increased, but let me double check.
I should be able to look at items, inventory, armor Bahamut complete set.
40 feet. You're right.
I sometimes remember the details of the items I create.
Yeah, it's just a small amount greater than my movement on foot.
So you're going to be a little bit ahead of Leah and Raiken. Raiken will be just a smidge ahead of Leah. This is, I think, how we're going to do it. So we're going to roll in at the moment that Cyrus has appeared.
I am gonna do it regardless. Changing the shape of my weapon change it doesn't change the damage stats, right? Just the look.
I mean, it'll change like the damage die and the damage type.
Oh, it does change the damage die. Okay.
To match the weapon it became.
Okay. I'm gonna spice things up, and because I'm gonna use the weapon. How many times? I forget how many times I can change it. Only once a day. I forget where.
Alright. I figured it had been a little too long since we had a combat encounter.
There has been a lot of talking recently.
There has been.
And of course, my initiative is garbage. Because I tripped. That's the only reason.
That's why. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Amazing.
Oh, it's just a bonus, so I can actively change this as long as I have a bonus action?
Yep.
Alright, so...
The idea was that you can just keep constantly morphing your weapon in battle for fucking cool points if you wanted.
Alright, well, I believe, spear... Or no, lance... I'm gonna do a lance. A lance is a two-handed weapon, so I won't be drawing key. So I'll be pulling out Silver Fang and changing it to a lance.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because I'm going to be in the air directing people and pointing with my weapon.
Okay, I like that. That's fun. Alright. Mendes, give me your initiative.
13.
Alright, I need to... God, I am like... Hold on. Initiative. There we go. Helps me. Round 1.
Wait.
Mendes. 13. Okay. Cyrus.
Can't for the life of me find the actual initiative modifier, but just going off of the dragon's dex, it's 22 for a natural 20.
Nice.
Okay. So nat 20 plus 2.
Yep. Possibly higher if I can find the modifier for initiative on this thing, but I can't.
I mean, you're appearing in halfling form, so plus 2 is fine. Alright, Yuki.
23.
You guys are doing not half bad, honestly.
Well, remember, I have...
About 2/3 good.
I have skills to enhance my initiative.
What'd you roll?
15.
15 still a good roll.
That's pretty good.
They rolled insanely good, so it's gonna be a close match here. Raiken,
16.
16. Raiken rolling double digits.
All right.
I know.
That
The
lasts.
good rolls continue.
He rolled a 17. That's an 18, an 18, and a 17 on 3 rolls.
I think he needs to hide stuff from the
Don't
party
last.
more often.
He rolls well when he's trying to lie.
Yeah, that's where he shines.
Our body's gonna explode today.
Were these magic items the things from the basement last week?
Yes. Ujabba would have seen that there was a ring, a staff, and a pair of boots. Lormendus is not wearing the boots, but he does have the staff and the ring.
All right, so where the setup, the layout of tokens is how we're going, because people rushed out here reasonably to help the soldiers as fast as they could. So, you know, some people are going to be farther behind, late to the party. Vendar and Jebel, since you guys are in fact first to the scene by being ridiculously fast. You see a bunch of your soldiers engaged with merpeople. These creatures seem to have, you know, arms, legs, fins. They're very clearly amphibious, and they're carrying weapons made of natural materials, like coral and shells. And they are engaged in primarily melee combat with your people, who seem to be holding their own barely. Let's see here. They go first, so I start with this guy. This is not listed as an action. Why is that not listed? Oh, it's a bonus action. That's rude.
Are we all still on the way?
What?
I see all our tokens way out there.
Yeah, that's to reflect the difference in speed.
Oh,
They're catching up. The air elemental with Vendar was just like, Noom! He had to go fast.
That's like a
As
bullet.
fast as the wind.
Finger guns.
Call me Sonic.
wow! You just made it so much longer for us to get there.
Did I pass anyone on the way?
Everyone.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you would have passed them back at the inn. Like, then it was an amount of time traveling, you know, a minute or so, because you were sprinting. It's probably a couple of minutes, you know, just because it's a goodly distance. It was, on this map, it was over 1,000 feet. And you said that you move 180 a turn?
Yeah.
I thought I would be closer,
So-
considering the fact that you let me see how many enemies there were and whatnot.
Well, yeah, but that was before I was told people were going to fucking go balls to the wall to get there.
Oh, fair enough. Okay,
So,
so it was more.
it takes you the same amount of time. It's just you don't get that information until probably everything's dead as a dragon mullers it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I got it. I got this.
I gave the information I was asked for based on the information I had.
Fair enough. All right.
Sorry.
Anyway, so these guys get to go first. I think it is going to use its bonus action, because why the hell not? And the people who are up there are going to see a strange ripple in the water, but no other effect from that. And then it has a multi-attack, 2 attacks, and, oh wow, makes 2 attacks using the first one, and then also does the second one. So it's a multi-attack, is 3 stages. Fun. Alright, so it's going to roll to hit the nearest soldier, which is going to be this one here. Yes, that is the correct merfolk, too. Boom. That's actually going to miss. Rolled the same number twice. So this soldier of yours right here, you watch them, like, taking on this merfolk, and, you know, they're slightly shorter than this thing, and very much they look less confident in their abilities than this mer does. And you see them, like, dodging, just barely getting out of the way of this coral sword, covered in barnacles and the rough, sharpened edge of, you know, coral, which is rock, as it swings. Both times you see the edge of the blade is crisped over with a sheet of jagged ice. Misses both of those. It is going to be aware of the newcomers, and it's going to roll a ranged attack at disadvantage to try and hit the air elemental, as it casts... Alright, this is unprecedented. I have rolled 4 dice. All of them have come up the same number.
We're in the Matrix.
That's going to miss, I think, because that cantrip, is... Sorry, so many windows. It rolls that cantrip at that, so yeah, that's 12 to hit the air elemental's AC. What's the air elemental's AC?
15.
15. It misses. It was a Ray of Frost cantrip. Cool. So that one did literally nothing with its turn. This other one is also going to, wave its hand, and the, water both around the edge here and what's been left on the beach by waves crashing here is all going to kind of ripple and bulge as though it's made of gelatin instead of water now. And then he's going to... They seem to see that, like, the reinforcements are here.
Cyrus and Jubilee suck.
Alright, that's 10.
It's gonna take me like almost 4 turns to get there sprinting.
It's, yeah. Hadn't,
On my
Not
level.
speed game.
figured you'd all move together. I was wrong. That's my fault.
I went from like
10,
50 feet dashing.
20, 25.
More than tripled my speed.
Alright, so it just takes 2 attacks of opportunity. Plus 12, 16, and 1 is going to hit. So many windows. You take a hit for 4 points of damage. Okay, it gets there. It did that in 1 movement. You should probably be on a square. Thank you. Just double checking that everything's actually on squares. Alright, there we go. And it's going to try and do that same combo to the air elemental. So, icy sword attack. A whopping 18 to hit.
Which will hit.
It will hit. According to this, the sword attack deals 22 points of cold damage. And actually, this one isn't a coral sword. I lied. This is called Wave Touch. So literally what they've done is he has magically wrapped his webbed hands in water that he thrusts forward and then freezes to ice as he makes contact.
That's, what'd you say, 22?
22 cold.
8. Wait, no, that's wrong.
The next one is a 22 to hit, so it's going to hit you. And you're going to take another 22 points of damage.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So this thing just reaches into the whirling whirlwind that is you and freezes its hand, and you're going to feel this, kind of dimly, but it is making contact, and it's going to seem to, you're going to see this sneer on its face, this smirk of confidence as it makes contact with you that it has clearly decided is more threatening than all of the others around it, and it's going to look, kind of away from you, toward one of the nearer soldiers, and look back up into your whirling winds, not that you have any discernible face. And then he's going to outstretch his hand, and he's going to cast Ray of Frost at the soldier away from you, so he does it at disadvantage. Well, his confidence was probably misplaced because with a disadvantage he rolled a 3 on die. 10, we're just gonna miss the soldier. So the soldier, is busy fighting, hears the crackling ice coming at him, looks over, ducks under this beam of ice. And the thing in front of you doesn't even seem necessarily bothered. You hear him scoff, this chortle in his throat, as he turns back to you, holding up his water-covered hands. So that will be those two. And then we get to these guys, which are more basic soldiers, merfolk carrying, as I said, the coral weapons. What is going to happen with these is this first one. You're going to hear a kind of a guttural speech, like water through a valve, kind of, as these kind of gasp at one another for a moment, and one of the soldiers is going to nod, and he's going to cast a spell. Now, I assume no one's in range to do anything about that.
Nope.
I'm not in the right shape to do anything about it.
Fair enough.
I can't see spellcasting, or there'd be glares on the back of their heads.
Yeah, that works. Alright, he summons a fog cloud, which heavily obscures the area, so anybody in line, trying to see into here, say, this group right here. Hey, Lara Mendes. You now can't see most of the soldiers and merfolk fighting as they're obscured by a sphere of fog that is sitting there. And it's a relatively calm morning wind-wise, so that's not going to dissipate immediately. Vendar, you are now inside a bank of fog and can't see anything other than, the white haze around you. The shadows of shapes out beyond it. It feels very much like when you fought the ninja zombies.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah. Alright, so that's that guy. Next
Like, walk
guy.
out of this one.
Huh?
So it's like gonna walk out of this one.
Yes. Alright, so this guy... I think these guys, for a shortcut for the moment, are probably just going to attack your soldiers. They get to make 2 attacks. One will hit, dealing 6 points of damage. Alright, there we go. That'll do, that'll do. Next merfolk. This one. This one is actually going to take the opportunity attack. The opportunity attack is going to miss. But it's going to move up and try to attack the wind elemental. Air
I'll be right
elemental.
back.
What? So an 18 on the air elemental's AC will hit, correct?
Yeah.
And a 13 will not?
13 will miss.
Okay, so it is going to hit you once for 6 points of non-magical piercing damage. Oh,
Which
I
resist.
missed something. My bad. And 10 points of poison damage.
Hold on, let me check. So I resist the piercing.
Yep.
I think I'm actually immune to poison.
That would be great.
Yeah, I'm immune to poison.
Well, lucky you. Alright, you're immune to poison. Alright. Next. This one here is going to take 2 opportunity attacks. Very confident. Only one is going to hit for 4 points of damage. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Jebel, are you going to make an attack of opportunity?
I think I will.
Alrighty, this guy's moving away from you.
Give me a second now.
Alright, so what's the to
I had
hit?
something I want to do, but I can't do it.
To hit is 16.
You hit. What's the damage?
12 magical bludgeoning.
12 magical bludgeoning. Alright. He becomes bloodied, but he keeps moving.
Well, that's rude.
I think he's gonna go here. Right there. Yeah. And I think that was a double move. So, movement.
Oh, wait a second. I get multi-attack. Does that apply to...
No, not to opportunity attacks.
Oh, okay. No, I was just...
You have to take the attack action to get multi-attack.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Okay. Alright, number 5. Where are you, number 5? You are there. Number 5 is going to make a ranged attack. Opportunity attack. Ugh. Okay, that'll hit. 5. 4. Ugh. Ooh, 9 points of damage. Alright, now they make their attack against Vendar. Urgh. And that, with the obscuring, is still a 21 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. On a hit, Vendar, you will receive 5 points of piercing damage, non-magical, and 10 points of poison damage.
Ironic.
How ironic. You think you get kind of a coppery taste in your mouth after the poison enters your bloodstream, and you think, this is sea urchin poison. How inventive.
Is
I know this vintage.
You've been experimenting with a lot of poisons. I think it would be weirder if you didn't know. Alright, and then this last one. This one's just going to make its 2 attacks against the nearest soldier to try and demoralize you. Scoring 1 hit against them for... Oh, wait, 6 points and, 16 points of damage. Probably that one who's already been hit. So... Yeah. One soldier is going to fall. Alright. Gold Dragon Cyrus, you become aware of your surroundings as Laramendus tumbles to the ground in front of you. You seem to be seated near the beach. It is morning. There's a gentle breeze. And there is definitely a fracas on ahead of you a good ways. The last thing you knew was crawling into bed in the inn last night.
Alright. Assuming that I can see some of my group or our soldiers are part of the fray, then I will take an action to transform.
You, can't see any of your friends in the fray. You can see the soldiers, though, I think.
Yeah, alright.
Yes, you have line of sight to one soldier.
This one here, I assume?
Yes, and maybe one mer person over here. But you can hear the fight. You can hear the shouting.
That's enough to know that there is a problem, and that they could probably use some assistance.
Okay. Transform.
At least
And roll out.
So I will transform to the dragon.
Oh, didn't I?
Say,
I didn't.
I'm not sure what's going on, but I see some of our soldiers in a fight. I'm going to go help. Let's see. Can you make it flying for me?
Right. So what is it to change forms, anyway?
It is an action.
Okay.
Am I aware that a soldier has already fallen?
I don't think you would be, no. I think the only one really, really aware of it is Jebel, who could say it over the pond if he wanted to.
So that
If you wanted to.
Exactly.
80 feet. So 5, 10, 30, 40, 60, 70, 75.
It is somewhat hilarious watching that massive thing inch forward.
Do I have line of sight to any of merfolk?
Merfolk, yes, you do. Because this, right here represents a 20-foot diameter fog cloud. And so you, from here, anything inside that cone.
Anything inside that? Alrighty. Then I will take a shot at this guy, try and help out the soldiers, because I'm pretty sure my group is fine.
Okay, what is a shot, and what's the range of it?
I think Firebolt's the only thing I have that'll reach, because it's the only check the range of the spell, then.
120, I think.
Yeah, I think so, so I need to see what else to reach, because it's like 180 or something, well, it's 180 by tail spire measurements.
Yeah. So it'll be slightly less than that. It's 160 away.
60.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Alright,
Oh, my
so
bad.
I need to...
I was figuring out what the longer distance was, and then using that, because it's a 1-1-1 square that I use. Instead of a 1-2-1.
Then I need to double check to see... I can use distance...
I thought you were looking at it. Was it 120?
Oh, no. I was trying to see if I could use the distance spell metamagic. The default for Firebolt is 120, and so I could double it if I had my action left, but because I would have to quicken it, I cannot quicken and distance it at the same time. So
Okay.
that is my turn then.
Okay. So you're just gonna move. You can't double move, right? Okay. All right, so you move up and get a better view of what's going on.
Yep.
All right.
I'm en route.
Yes. And you say that over the bond, probably.
Yep.
Vendar! Someone has joined you in the fog cloud. You can see them pretty clearly because they're right next to you.
That's not someone I want next to me.
They have a coral sword in their hand and something that seems like a coral-ish shield on their other arm, and they look really happy to be here with you.
Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and disengage and move away.
Come back.
35, 40, 45.
So fast with those boots.
Over here. Alright. Now, which soldiers look like they're the most hurt? Like they need the most help.
The most in trouble would probably be this one here. And this one here for the moment.
Okay, I think
from there, you can see that one is down and being ignored.
Does he look dead, or does he look like he's just injured?
You have very high perception. He looks like he's at least bleeding out, if not dead, already. He ain't moving, he ain't really breathing.
I can't really do anything to heal him, so I'll have to try to
He,
help
she, they,
whatever
whatever the token's a she. So whatever, that.
heal or him. So I guess I'll shoot the one by the edge that the dragonborn's fighting.
Okay. Okay. And would you have left your bow in the poison active position the last time you fought, or do you do you pull the brush away so that it doesn't, I don't know, goo up?
I want it poisoned at the moment.
Okay. I only asked because you used your bonus action to disengage.
I did use my bonus action to disengage, didn't I?
So the question becomes, does Vendar keep the bow ready to poison when he's not using it? Or does he keep it?
Would he have pulled out the bow and switched it when he was being carried?
That's a good
If
question.
I could have done that, then I would have done that, and I would have switched it to the lightning bowstring if I could have.
That's hard while tumbling
like
inside
that would be really
a...
hard to do. Like,
I'll allow the poison, but you're stuck with whatever bowstring was already on there.
It's the fire bowstring.
Okay.
I'm not resistant to fire.
Alright.
Do not have the assassinate because
They went first, because they rolled a nat 20.
But I do still have sneak attack if I hit, because they get an ally there.
Which is good, because that's probably the only turn they're getting now that you guys are here.
So that's a 21 to hit.
21 to hit. Was that with sharpshooter?
Yeah.
Good roll. That'll hit.
Nice.
It's DC 19 con save. Nat 20. My third nat 20 of the night. I don't think it's gonna matter.
It's gonna be a lot of damage. The purple worm poisoning.
11 billion d6 damage.
12 d6. That's 23 d6 plus 15. So half of them.
I'm sure he'll be fine. Alright, how badly did you kill my poor little boy?
That's 56 fire damage.
What? Are you rolling sneak attack because of the soldier next to him?
Yeah. 'Cause
Okay.
I didn't have advantage, but as long as he's distracted by the soldier, I get sneak attack still.
I think that's fair enough. He is not allied to the person adjacent to him, so you can take advantage and get sneak attack. What's the poison damage? Dare I even? I don't need to ask, but I'll ask because I know you like rolling dice.
So it's 48, so 24.
24. Okay, so you just did 80 points of damage to this guy. And you delete him. Literally turns into purple sea foam and flows back into the ocean. And several other fish bob to the surface.
Imagine there's like a sheen on the
There's
water
an oil.
where this sea foam just moves.
And every now and then another fish plunks up to the surface. Okay, anything else?
Nope.
Yukikaze.
I have my next 4 turns planned, so, you know.
Yeah.
I said that very sarcastically.
I know. I'm just keeping a positive outlook.
You say so.
I do. Now remember, on the diagonal, you'll get a little bit further than that thing tells you, because we use 111.
Okay, so how much more?
I mean, I don't know offhand. I'd have to be like, okay, you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 30, 7, 8 for 40.
Oh,
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's one move. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you wanted to go just in a directly diagonal line.
Yeah, I'm getting as quickly over there as I possibly can.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry to take over you there, if it was just gonna be faster.
No, that's what Mike told me. My next 4 plans next 4 turns are planned. This is what I'm doing. Well, I'm gonna say over the bond. Why'd you guys go so far ahead of everyone else?
Anyone
People
can
are
respond.
dying.
Back.
Well, be careful. The rest of us are on our way. It's gonna take a sec. And that's my turn.
You have Larmendus, like, you're flying above him, like, you haven't quite got to him, but he's right there. He's just on his ass, like, what the fuck just happened? You came out of teleport, suddenly tripped, rolled over, and then a dragon exploded behind you and flew over you.
I swear that halfling wasn't there when I teleported.
It's true, he certainly wasn't. Okay, the soldiers are going to see that you are here. They're going to see their friend has gone down, and they don't like their odds right now, so they're going to begin disengaging. I think this one at least is going to disengage, move to here. This one is going to disengage and move to here. Together, these 3 are going to go 5, 10, 15. And then this person's going to move back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 toward oh, that's not Jebel. That one's Jebel. Well, toward this, I guess. That person's right at the edge of the fog cloud, so I guess they'll roll a firebolt. Not one. They miss. It's the fog cloud. They couldn't see him very well.
Can't do it.
This person's going to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this one is actually going to move up and attack. Try and keep the pressure on while let his friends escape. That's gonna hit. That's gonna maximize. I really honestly wish that I could just quickly see who was whom. But I can't.
I feel like that one was trained by Raiken.
That's the hope, huh? Alright, so this is 2. Cool. That makes it easy. So 2 is going to take that maximized damage. Bam. And then your little arrow boy here is going to take a shot at this one. Which, again, I have to quickly check whomst that is. There it is. Yes, that's 5. Okay. I should have renamed their tokens. I forgot to do that, so now I just have to use the turn order to figure out which one is which. I'm sorry. Alright, roll the attack at number 5. That's gonna miss. The arrow goes wide. They look nervous as they, quickly reach to their quiver to pull out another arrow. Raiken!
Ha ha! Day is finally mine. How far away is Raiken at this point? At this juncture?
How far away is Raiken at this... Right, I'm sorry. You're pretty close. You're, 450 feet away.
450 feet away, you say?
Yep.
Then he will cast Dimension Door.
Woo! You gonna take anybody with you? You're pretty close to a couple people. Like Leah.
Who am I close to?
You're close to Leah. She's a little bit behind you. Like, if you drop back 10 feet, you can grab Leah.
I guess, sure, I'll grab Leah. I guess that is Kubriel also next to me.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'll try to save some enemies for you.
Worry not, my ally. I will keep up.
Yes, I will cast Dimension Door.
Zoop.
Holding Leah and bring us to the battlefield.
Zoop. Look at that. With Dimension Door able to take you about 500 feet, you can be right in the midst of the fray, Leah!
No, I wouldn't put us right in the midst of the fray. I wouldn't do that to her.
Exactly where I want to be.
Yeah, remember that you used up 10 feet, so you've only got 20 feet left of movement, so you want to be 20 feet away from the enemy?
Yes.
Need to quick check something here. However, zoop. Put you here. I need this line so that I can make sure that it misses. That'll do. That'll do. Right there. You can see that, and it is 5. You move 5 feet. Oh, wait, that's an ally. Sorry, excuse me. 5. 10 feet.
It was the disorientation from teleporting. You just start attacking
Look,
allies.
it was the
They're
green.
The thing.
It was shut up. It was the green armor. Okay. 10 feet puts you adjacent to the nearest enemy. You can see Vendar. You can see Jebel. You've got Leah. You just deposited her slightly out of, she had to be willing. You were willing, right, Leah? We didn't ask. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I was I was actually too far away from my Eldritch Blast. So...
Raiken puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "The day is ours," and then you teleport.
Stop playing
what?
Raiken better than Raiken.
No, clearly what he says is, "I'll be back, my brethren," to whoever's still over there.
I hope you never live that down.
Oh, I know I won't.
Alright. You are next to an enemy. What would you like to do to this enemy? Can you do anything to this enemy? You just Dimension Doored.
Dimension Door is an action.
Yeah, it is an action, so I can't do anything. I don't have any bonus action attacks.
No.
So
You gotta get Shield Mastery. You can be like, BAM!
There's not a lot of feats left for him.
yeah,
Yeah, level 20.
Let's see. Can I do anything with the armor of cord that's worthwhile?
Maybe. Maybe.
That's Shield of Faith. Actually, no, that's a spell. Never mind.
Alright, Leah. We usually play for another 50 minutes, so when do you have to go?
Good question. Anytime, really.
I mean, I'm fine just ending my turn.
Yeah, how much
Still try to
longer
not
would
left
you
of the
like
round.
to go?
How much longer is left of the round, I think?
I think we end with... Oh, you. We end with you. You're in the order. You're right after Jebel, so it's Lorelei, Lara, Mendes, Jebel, you, so...
Okay, yeah, I can go out.
It's probably
the
15 minutes to get there.
I end my turn.
Okay. Lorelei got left behind! Where the fuck did she go? Where is Lorelei? Did I leave her? No, she's over here. There we go.
Yeah. She will try to catch up. She flies faster than I walk, so...
Yeah, that's good at least.
She has a 40 feet fly, so she can... With a dash, she can get like 80.
Okay, so you can put her basically right behind Yuki over here, because he had the same move speed.
Yeah, that's good. It's just... Moving is difficult. Because
I
it's so
believe in
far
you.
away, I'm actually... Yeah, because it's so far away, I can't, like, actually, no. Oh yeah, I can use double... Yes, nice, okay. That is 240 feet.
Okay, I
I
was
think it
wrong
was
about
calculated.
a little bit. So move to this cursor first.
Yeah.
And then, but
this should
remember,
be
it's more, so go, I think, here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 94.
Yeah. Remember, it's counting a further distance than I do.
Ah.
Because of the squares. Okay,
I see.
that's fine.
All these squares make a circle.
Shut up. Alright, Lair, you're on your face. And there's a new dragonborn above you.
I think Lara Mendes is going to stand up, move over to Yukikaze, and extend a hand and say, "Shall we?" And then cast Dimension Door.
I will not resist. I will definitely go with.
Right.
Okay.
Zoop. Zoop. Alright, so here's the cloud that you can't go inside, so you can be kind of anywhere here. Where would you like to be?
I think I would. Let me pull up the dot thing. I think I would like us to be. Yeah, here's good.
There we go.
Yeah.
Alright. You poof!
Uh,
And you're there.
Find out
And
the
I-
awesome, hilarious person who said they charged in is showing up last.
It's true. That is extremely ironic. You're too fast. I'm too fast.
And I think with the standing up and getting to Yukikaze, that's my movement. Dimension Door is my action.
Okay.
So I think that is my turn.
Alrighty. Jibla.
I love Dimension Door. Such a good spell.
It's so good. Good 4th level spell.
It was my last 4th level spell.
He just woke up!
I've been a lot of. I think it was sending and
Busy.
what else did I do?
There were some sendings.
Oh, there was the spell magics. There's a lot of spell magic.
Oh, there were a ton of those.
The magic items.
Yeah. Jibla! You had to get those fun magic items.
Mm-hmm. And counterspell is my short rest one, not dispel magic.
Mm-hmm. Jebel? Are you there, buddy? Did we lose him?
Muted in Discord. Oh. Said
Jeb?
He said
he's
second
typing.
Oh.
text.
Mike's not picking him up.
We could go to
No.
Leah's turn in time. Let her
Hey,
go
he's
to
got
bed.
slammy smash attacks. Alright. You got 3 guys around. I'm gonna do it this way. You got 3 guys around you. 2 of which are currently in melee range. The other one you can move to without triggering any opportunity attacks. I believe you have two slam attacks, probably.
I want to know which one attacked me.
Both of the 2 closest guys.
Right, which one was the one that... Is it the one with the Trident, the one who did the...
The Ice Hounds was this guy. The Poison was this guy.
Right. So, what I want to try to do... Can I wild shape into an Earth Elemental?
Yeah. 20th level Druid, you can.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to wild shape... Or... More, yeah. Into an Earth Elemental. I want to try and grapple that one.
Moon
Or
Druids,
the,
man.
God.
You're gonna grapple the smaller one or the Ice Hands guy?
Ice Hands.
Ice Hands. Okay, roll it. He has to roll 2, right?
Grapple is...
Athletics, and they roll either athletics or acrobat. My god, he nat 20'd.
Oh.
Fourth one of the night.
Yep.
Well, it is a contested skill check.
It is contested, and his skill is...
Guess who else rolled a nat 20?
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Okay, let's see here. He's got a 26 total.
I have a 31 total.
Oh my god! You
You
grapple
thought it was
this guy! You see, like, the magic water flows off of his hands and just drizzles to the ground as he kind of, like, loses his focus on it as you just wrap a big, meaty stone mitt around him and hoist him into the air.
Yeah.
That really confident smirk is gone.
Yeah. Now we're going to see if
I'm in
he's going to be gone
danger.
too, because I'm going to try and burrow.
Oh. You're gonna take him underground with you?
That's
Time
what
to
I'm going
make
to try and do.
burial.
Just suffocate him underground.
Oh my
Gallows
god.
snapping him too.
Now, this is a
I
burrow
can
ability
move
and not
through.
Earth Glide, right?
Hmm?
This is a burrow ability and not Earth Glide, right?
Burrow is Earth Glide. It's Earth Glide is the ability. Burrow is the movement.
Okay.
Because Earth Glide describes the elemental can burrow through non-magical unworked earth and stone.
Yeah. Okay. I am debating how I want to handle this then, because Earthglide is weird. It's kind of similar to Shadowcat from the X-Men, honestly. Like, you move through it like it's nothing, because it is you. So the question to me becomes, with Shadowcat, can you, like, pull them into it and just leave them trapped in it? Or do you pull them in and they just grind through it like they're being driven in, like a spike? I'm gonna toss a coin.
Like version.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna toss a
Sounds
coin.
like it would hurt.
I'm gonna say heads is constant damage as you drag them through the ground with you, and tails is you can just sort of pull them through. The Earthglide will incorporate them, and then if you let them go, they're just there.
With the Earth Elemental in the Beholder's lair.
Yeah. It carried you. What it did was
it just
got
carried them up the wall.
Yeah, so it Earthglided most of its body down into the wall because the wall was not worked stone, and then it held people out of the stone.
Cool.
That's how I bypassed it. I didn't want to deal with that back then.
Yeah, I just accidentally make sure that if we had dealt with this question before,
we didn't. I avoided it last time, so we're dealing with it now.
It was a good call.
And my choice is I'm going to flip a coin between these two things that are not described in the book, but I have decided are both equally interesting. So, heads was you damage them as you drag them through stone. Tails is you can deposit them, just intrude them into the stone harmlessly, but then leave them there, Shadowcat style. And it is tails. So you could Earthglide straight down into the solider part of the island and then just Earthglide straight back up without them and leave them trapped in the sandy soil, unable to move.
And that's what I'm going to do then.
Okay, you're horrible. You do that.
Now, the thing is now, I only have 30 feet of movement, so I drop them 30 feet down, and I'm down there with them.
Yeah, I mean, you air quotes drop them 30 feet down. They cannot see, they cannot move, and they really cannot breathe. And you just are the soil around them, so you are able to sense them completely, and their absolute panic.
If this creature was going to live beyond this, they would have a new phobia.
Yeah, I'm just gonna delete them. That's a kill.
At least until we dig them up.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be fast enough.
Big if. Alright, Leah. Woo! Last turn of the night. Leah.
Yeah.
I was cheering for you, not hurrying you.
Oh yeah, no, okay. Yeah, because I was in the middle of filling my glass, so...
You're fine.
Okay.
Horrible things just happened. Earth Elemental literally just grabbed a dude and then sank into the earth and took the dude with him.
Yeah. Let's see, there's a merfolk next to Raiken. Do they look blooded at all?
The one next to Raiken has not yet been attacked, I think.
Okay, well, they're closer than 60 feet, so...
Oh, yeah, they are.
Are they wearing metal armor?
I believe not. Let me check.
Okay.
Armor class? No. They are totally unarmored. They're wearing really gossamer, silky bits, to cover their precious parts, but that's it.
Okay. Well, they come from the sea, so I'm gonna try this, and I'm gonna use Witch Bolt.
Okay. Lightning it up.
Yeah. It costs an action... It's a concentration, a beam of crack and blend, and let it towards you, make a ranged spell attack, yeah.
What's the to hit?
Let's see... 13. So that's 24.
That'll hit.
Okay. Then here comes all the damage. Let's see. I don't think I have that many dice prepared. I need to actually get them then. I get one of them and just roll multiple times. I have one of them here somewhere. There. Because it's D12s and I don't have 5 D12s readily available. But I got one so that I can just roll 5 times.
5. Oh, he's 5. Okay, yeah, he was minorly hurt before you got here.
Oh, okay.
He'd taken an opportunity attack from one of the soldiers.
That's 30 plus 2, so 32. Lightning damage.
Amazing. Raiken. That dude you teleported over to ran up and then menaced?
Mm-hmm.
He just gets cooked. He's a fish stick now.
Well, that's my daughter.
Just a crack of lightning and this... And he is literally poofs into a little fish stick on the ground.
I Palpatine his ass.
You really did. Leo's just like, alright, unlimited power! Alright, anyway. Alright, that's it. That'll do!
But before we end, Raiken's going to turn to Leah, like, with a thumbs up and a giant smile on his face with how proud he is.
Really horrifying.
Yeah, she'll respond by making a heart with her hands. She's in summer. That's aggression mode.
She's in aggression mode. Should nerf this.
He has turned on murder mode. Good to know.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have been definitely thinning the pack since you arrived, which is exactly what I expected, so excellent. We're going to call it there, so that Elisa can get some sleep. Nobody gets any experience. Fuck you guys, you're max level. But
the soldiers can get experience.
Yeah, soldiers get some experience. Well, you know, once the
I can
fight
actually
ends.
use it.
Once the fight ends. I will say that you see 2 soldiers carting the fallen one off the field. The fallen one does not look well. Most of the others have disengaged and are moving back to let you guys take care of this, although 2 of them are still fighting kind of with you. Alright, so we'll end there. Good job! Been too long since we had some combat. I know combat takes longer, but, like, we gotta do it every now and then. Everybody's got to use their cool powers sometimes. So.
Yeah, this also. I mean, it's good for the soldiers to see how we actually fight.
Yes.
I want to use
Just
a
in
goo bomb
practice,
on,
but
an,
like,
enemy, on
yeah.
an actual enemy.
Terrifyingly.
Yeah.
You fight terrifyingly.
Yeah, good for them to see that they will never live up to.
Just how brutal we are.
It will never be as good as us.
If the
We
soldiers
get
hadn't
here
been there,
instantly, one's missed, one's turned into a French fry. Or a fish stick.
Or just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
if the soldiers hadn't been there, I would have absolutely dropped a meteor on that.
I would have thrown a goo bomb immediately.
Yeah. I like that you basically like Little Mermaid them.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know, that is what happens in the actual story.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what I was going
Lashed
for.
it right into sea.
All right.
No Little Mermaid for you.
Well, we will see you next time on Everybody Loves Raiken. Bye, stream.
Bye.
Goodbye.